Hello guys and welcome to the Game Beans. I'm RFXX and today I'm going to be showing you Stormcaller, the AoE. All the guides will be on the description below or on the link or maybe on the annotation on the screen, or just go on www.thegamebeans.co.uk. This spec is 61 Stormcaller, 5 Harbinger, 10 Dumb. You can move points around. I'm not too sure which is the best for single target slash AoE, maybe some other spec. If you have any better Stormcaller specs, like there is a few 58, 58 and some other 58 Stormcaller and some other stuff specs, but this is best for AoE. So if you have any other Stormcaller specs, put them in the description, put them in the comments below, and I'll go check them out. What do we need for this spec? Well, as you can see, you might see my bar is a bit messy. Well, there are macros, two macros you could use to make this spec easier. Static, use cast static nova, and then lightning arc, which is this, and pouring rain, and then lightning field, which is just that, and then lightning field to get rid of all your stacks. And there's another way to get charge, which is like cast light energy, electric charge. So you can use and then use Arctic Blast to make Storm Surge instant, and that also puts max amount of stacks on any mob around them on also, and then you can just spam it out again with Pouring Night. There to make Glaber's Mages cooldown less, so you can try and get as many procs out of Lightning Field as you can. Personally, I like doing specs like this. I like having specs using no macros and using them singly, but for the sake of this video I'm going to show you how to do it with the macros. What buffs do you need? Tempest Armor, Lightning Blade and Mass Charge Shield. What does Tempest Armor do? It reduces, it's all about single target, and the best thing about it is it reduces the global cooldown of your mage's water spells, but to 1, so yeah, blah blah blah. But casting a water spell will make my AoE, making AoE of my ability instant, which is good for Hailstorm, and which is also using it for Storm Surges as well. So how are we going to do this? We're going to start off using Cloudburst to get an instant proc of ground AoE, give a Hailstorm, Lightning Surge. After that, then go just for pure Pouring Rain and Lightning Field. After that, you're going to spam static macro until you got 0 charge, 0 stacks left, and then go for Storm Surge. After you've done this, you'll find that the Hailstorm will still be on cooldown, so you can just use Fort Lightning 3 times and then Lightning Field, and then back around again. This spec does a hell of a lot of AoE damage. I managed to do 48.2k DPS on these 8 dummies here, and then 32.6k with Dom, but bearing in mind with Dom I can't test Mass Betrayal and Traitorous Influence on the boss. So Dom will still be the best burst AoE, but this is going to be a sustained AoE at around, depending on how many mobs, but with 8, if it was 8, around 48k DPS, which is insane, and this could be quite a good spec for burst, but it's up to your personal opinion. This probably does more single target than Dom, but it's up to you. So let's go and have a try. Also, I'm not too sure at the moment if Eye of the Storm is a DPS increase, but I definitely know using static charge on lightning fields and all that kind of stuff is definitely a DPS increase. Try and use as much as you can. I probably won't be using it as much in while I'm talking, because it's quite hard to do it. So let's have a try. So go Cloudburst and then go for your 2 AoEs on the ground, so it makes it instant. And then I'm gonna stick on Static Flux and then get rid of all my charges. So now I'm gonna spam the next macro, which gives me all my charges and does a lot of damage, and then gets rid of all the charges again. And I'm gonna use electric charge and then spam it and again until I got 0 charges, and then use 3 forked lightning to do a bit more AoE, and then back around we go again. As you can see right now I'm doing quite a lot of DPS. I'm doing what, 50k, which is a hell of a lot. for AoE on 8, but then again it is 8 mobs, which is the maximum amount we have. We can do this kind of stuff on. So bearing in mind that you won't be doing this all the time, just maybe on these test dummies that you have set up, or in Tempest Bay, or wherever you have your test dummies set out to be. But as you can see, for the AoE for this spec is really high, definitely good sustained AoE, where dumb is a hell of a lot of burst. So it's really up to you which spec you go for. I'm starting to quite like using Stormcaller now. It's quite easy to do. There's a hell of a lot of AoE. I'm starting to like it, but I do love playing dumb a lot. So I'm probably going to stick with dumb because of the burst AoE. I just love it when you do so much burst, and so I'm going to stick with dumb in my personal opinion. But it's really up to you which spec you go for, Dom or Stormcaller. They both do a hell of a lot of AoE, especially Stormcaller now. As you can see, I'm doing at the moment, doing around 50k AoE DPS, which is just insane. So that's been me with AlphaXX of the Game Beans. Check out the guides below. Have fun doing this with AoE. If you find out what's the best way to do this, any other high DPS AoE, link them in the description or link them in the comments below on this video. And if you get any other good AoE or single target specs for Stormcaller, tell me below and I'll check them and redo my guide or add it extra to my guide. So be sure to check it out. I've been AlphaXX with the Game Beans. Goodbye.